Dr. Zayshawn, another situation that came up for me that I am absolutely willing to share because I really would love your support, and I know that there may be someone else who has had a situation. I can't be the only person in the world with these teenagers that do this. Is I've had situations where we go somewhere new and I'm introducing them to someone if we're meeting with someone or going to a party, and I introduce my children and they immediately shut down. No eye contact. They don't say anything like hi or hi, I'm so and so. It's so good to meet you. And oftentimes in that moment, either I'm giving them the look that you talked about, like say something,
Hmm.
or I'm saying, say hello, in a very like, ugh. Or when we leave, I say, oh my gosh, that was so rude. Why didn't you say hi? You can say hi, say, I'm so and so, or look them in the eyes. I don't understand why you're doing this. And so for me, I'm wondering as a parent and for friends or family that are listening, how can we best support someone who experiences social anxiety or shyness and avoid making the situation worse? Because I'm pretty sure I'm not making the situation better with how I'm handling it. So I would love to hear what you have to say about that.
Especially the social anxiety and shyness, I think I agree. Many time parents, with their all good intentions and wisdom, they unfortunately make have made things worse, especially in my clinical interaction, what I have, working with families. And most of the time, as you mentioned, the same thing, they may have this conversation with the children. You should say hello, at least say to them. And then, in that situation, parents are, just keep judging what other people are thinking, and look at the other children. And we always look at the other children, look so well behaved, so well mannered. And, and then we also give that look to look at that child,
Yeah.
look. And, and as you mentioned, it doesn't help. So then the question is what to do. I think these are all normal way that parents like to help, and there is nothing wrong to it. Pushing your child, helping them, nudging them, bribing them, and those are all normal ways to do it. And it may work for one child, and it may not work for the other. I think I have reminded many times in our videos, the parenting is a dance. Okay, so you have that conversation, you are trying to help them, and you gave that look to the child, and but you saw that child becoming more disconnected, more isolated. So next time, remind yourself, that I'm not going to give that look, because it doesn't help. It's not that the child didn't say hello, but it also my child become more isolated. And the one person that the child may have that more comfortable, even that person might be losing, at least in that moment. That person means you as a mom or as a dad. Because of that look, the child doesn't feel connected, doesn't feel being understood, and feel being pushed. And especially in teenagers, when they have a lot of autonomy, even if they want to, they just out of anger, resentment, they don't do it, because they don't want being pushed. So in those situations, I think have some conversation ahead of time. I think I mentioned before, who is coming, and it's important to meet, but let them decide. Don't pinch them, shake your hand, give a big smile. Don't pinch them, don't elbow them, just let them, and then after that event is over, they may have done a horrible job, based on your standard, that they need to say hello and all those things. But have that conversation, that I want you to be more social. I like you to be more social. And so what do you think? Do you They may say that we want to be, but I don't like, those couple of people, and I was feeling being pushed. You said, okay, then who are in that the function or ceremony you like the most? So maybe next time invite them, those people, more, because some kids, especially kids who have social anxiety, shyness, they may do better in smaller gathering. So
Mm.
invite them, if they are very close, if you want them to be good in with those relatives, so invite them, have your child feel comfortable, and then gradually build up. Because kids who are sensitive, who are very, I would say, caring, and so sometimes they see the efforts of the parents, that they are trying to help them, and they appreciate, and because of those efforts, these small gatherings and helping them and not pushing them, not forcing them, they are more likely to feel confident. Maybe not right away, maybe not in a month, maybe, but at their own pace they may feel comfortable to be open or make that progress.
Thank you so much. That sheds a lot of light on really the reasons behind why I'm really doing my best to help them, and I genuinely don't want to make the situation worse. So thank you for providing that for me to have those communication or that conversation with them prior to, and then asking them, involving them. And I love when you remind us of the parenting being a dance, because sometimes we are leading and then we let the child lead, and our children hold so much wonderful wisdom. That I love something you often say as well, is get curious,
Mhm.
ask questions, listen to what they're the feedback they're giving you, because the answer is in those questions, it is in the curiosity.
Yeah. And the other, I think, the good reminder, because it's so common, that yeah, some people are very important for you, but kids, they may not see them, as important. So don't let your own desire or your own willing or your own want or need for them to be more popular. They will be popular, but maybe little bit late. And the other thing I also remind, when you are having those conversation with your child before that event, tell them, and it's perfectly okay if you are unable to say those things. This is just an effort, and that's perfectly okay, because you take the pressure away from that child. That's another reminder that, you always remind parents.
Well, thank you so much, always appreciate you.
Thank you.